Hello, my dear students. This is Mamoon from BRAC University, BRAC Business School. I'm an assistant professor here, and I'm going to attempt to teach you, and I'm going to learn with you as well on the cultural dimensions of business. When we talk about cultural dimensions, we do not see it as rather than a theory, rather we see it as a guideline to understand how do we react and respond when we are working in a group. And this is very important for various of chapters. You would be finding it in your this course, organizational behavior. You will find it in another course that I so lovingly teach, which is BUS 3.1, international business. I've even taught it in marketing as well. That's how diversified this context is, to understand how people react and how you should be reacting to what people say to you. So cultural dimension is needed for us to understand because it talks about how do people react to each other. It is something that Greet Hofstede has come up with, and I would add more of those information as your reference so that you can please look into those things. So he did this research on several employees in IBM, and how those response has come to a decision, and how he realized that he had data of 78 countries, and based on that we have this array of data, how one particular group of people, particular country reacts to one another, and how do they mention this in terms of the behavior, how we should be doing with each other. So let's continue with, there are actually 6 dimensions. There were 4 in the beginning, and as we collaborated, as we evolved, things all more dimensions added. So continue. The first dimension is going to talk about power distance. This is power would be, it's power means the hierarchy we follow. Like, I'm a teacher, then we have other teachers, then I have a supervisor above me, we have students, we have office assistants, we have many positions that, and obviously you can understand that these positions hold a particular power. So power distance is the feeling what the people at the bottom up, so the bottom level people, how do they see as power? So do they see power as it's been unequally distributed, or do they see power has been not equally distributed? And do they accept that power is distributed equally, or do they accept that and expect that yes, it's supposed to be like this? Say for example, if you can see this as, if you have a lot of siblings, maybe more than 2 siblings and so you can ask your parents how it has been when they preferred you over others, and you'd find that maybe you felt that you were more scolded than others, or you were like let go, they were more flexible towards you. And you, maybe as a youngest, do you think that it is being done equally? Do you think that you have been treated equally, or do you think you were not treated equally? If you think that you are treated equally, do you think it is okay? So yes, fine, because I'm the youngest, I'm not supposed to be getting it. Yeah, because I'm youngest, I should be getting everything equally. So what is your perspective on this distance of power, this power that not are equal? So based on that, if we can go deeper into the, this is exactly taken from the book. No, I do not want you to get around a book. I want you to please focus on the textbooks. So on your book, the power distance describes the degree to which people in a country accept that power in institutions and organizations is distributed unequally. That means it's the degree to which, how much do you think that power is distributed unequally? It's not equal. Okay, so how do you think the people at the bottom level thinks or sees power being distributed within that organization? So a high rating people of power distance would mean that there are large inequalities. So if I'm working in an autocratic institutions where all the powers are centralized, and I'm at the bottom level of their organization, and if I see, yes, of course, that's how it should be. Why do you think that should be? Oh, well, because I did not study properly, and yeah, my salary is pretty low. So why do I don't think I should be making these decisions. However, if this organization would be following more of a small power distance or low power distance, they would be talking about Yes, fine. I do understand that it has been that somebody is in a higher position that I'm not. However, from a human perspective, I think my opinion counts, and I think that I should be given chance to go up to the ladder if I have the qualification. So I should be given these opportunities. So you can see that this is very easy to get into a fight. It would be very easy to get into an alteration with people if they have different view on power than you do. And if you are working for an organization which prefers all the employees to be centrally controlled, and if you are a type of person who belong to a low power distance family or another company that you have come from, you would find it very hard to uh, even comprehend why this is happening. Okay, I can give a very personal example. Say for example, if I'm a person with a high power distance, I would want that you, my student, would call me miss. So I once got an email where somebody wrote Miss Mahreen, or somebody wrote Miss Mamoon, and I felt, of course, it's fine. That's how you could literally address me. But then again, back of my mind, not being too open about it, I did feel a little, why is somebody calling me by my name, especially where Mamoon is my father's name? Why can't she just call me a miss? Because I'm a miss. I prefer to be called a madam or stuff like that. This means, back in my mind, maybe within my unconscious self, I am actually preferring to have that power distance within ourselves, within the way I would see my students would see me. Okay. Then again, when I was a student many years ago, I did ask my faculty before I addressed him, because we belong to from a South Asian context. We very quickly call our superiors sir. We address sir very easily. That's how it has been for 20 plus years of all the things that has happened to us. So when I asked him, "What, sir, what do you want me to call you?" and that faculty said, "I did not get any night shift from the Queen. Why are you calling me sir?" And that got me into thinking how different even our perspective is on hierarchy, on power. Okay. I think we should stop recording now, and we'll just chunk it a bit so that it's easier for you to note and follow. How do I stop that?